But the answer will surprise you: apex predators aren't always the biggest. But one ancient beast defied that rule, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. This creature represents the pinnacle of carnivorous evolution 68 million years ago. We begin our journey by dissecting the formidable anatomy of the T-Rex. Its skeleton reveals a design optimized entirely for forward momentum and biting force. Massive muscle anchors show where astonishing power was generated for locomotion. The skull itself is a masterpiece of lightweight engineering and sheer crushing strength. But each serrated tooth could withstand immense pressure during feeding sequences. An estimate suggests bite forces exceeding 60,000 newtons, unparalleled in terrestrial history. Now that we understand X, let's explore why its sensory world. Stereoscopic vision, like modern raptors, gave the T-Rex superior depth perception. Its olfactory bulbs were enormous, suggesting a reliance on scent over vast distances. The hearing was likely acute, potentially perceiving low-frequency rumbles across miles. Or yet, its famously diminutive forelimbs remain one of paleontology's great curiosities. These arms likely couldn't reach the mouth, suggesting limited utility in predation. Perhaps they served for balance, or perhaps they were evolutionary vestiges. But the true counterweight was the enormous, muscular tail, essential for dynamic movement. Controversy remains over integument. Were they scaled, feathered, or something entirely different? Fossil evidence offers glimpses, suggesting large juveniles may have possessed downy insulation. The locomotion of the T-Rex is another area of intense, fascinating scrutiny. Our early theories placed it as a slow, lumbering scavenger, moving at jogging speeds. Modern biomechanics, however, suggest a much more agile, active predator. When its foot structure was designed for stability, allowing sharp turns at speed. The top speed remains debatable, likely topping 25 miles per hour in short bursts. This speed was crucial for tackling the massive, heavily armored prey of the late Cretaceous. Comparing its power to modern creatures helps contextualize its sheer magnitude. Its neck muscles had to absorb tremendous shock when connecting with prey or rivals. The ability to crush bone differentiated it from many other apex predators. Growth rates were exponential, reaching maturity rapidly in their competitive environment. And now that we understand X, let's explore why the social legend. The question of pack hunting versus solitary existence continues to divide experts. Evidence points to complex social interactions, perhaps for defense or resource sharing. The scars on fossilized skulls often suggest interspecific combat, fighting among their own kind. And these duels likely established dominance hierarchies within a local population structure. Parental care, common in many modern reptiles, might have extended to the T-Rex young. Hatchlings would have been incredibly vulnerable, necessitating immediate, intense protection. The juvenile forms, often called shedding scales, show a different ecological niche entirely. The entire ecosystem supported this apex role, providing necessary caloric intake. Its main adversaries, like the ceratopsians, evolved formidable defensive adaptations. Hunting these required perfect timing and immense, controlled application of force. The legend of the T. Rex is built on the scattered, fragmented evidence we recover. But each bone fragment adds a layer to our understanding of this biological machine. Histology reveals bone growth patterns, confirming their high metabolic rate for the time. The reign of the Tyrannosaurus Rex was ultimately finite, ending abruptly. An extraterrestrial impact triggered rapid, devastating global climate collapse. The ultimate predator was rendered helpless by forces beyond its evolutionary scope. Its size became a liability in a world suddenly starved of resources. Extinction closed the chapter on the giant tyrant, leaving only its fossilized legacy. Yet, the legend persists, captivating human imagination across millennia. What draws us to the Tyrannosaurus Rex is its perfect, terrifying specialization. It was an organism built without compromise for the role of ultimate hunter. The sheer biomechanical complexity required to support that power is astounding. Its immense mass meant every movement exerted tremendous geological pressure. We continue to map the pathways of its ancient brain and nervous system. New discoveries continually refine the image of this magnificent creature. It was a creature perfectly adapted to its specific, harsh, tropical environment. Even its flexibility, the ability to slightly open its jaws wider, was an advantage. Despite the power, life demanded periods of rest and digestion for such mass. The Tyrannosaurus Rex remains the definitive symbol of prehistoric terrestrial might. Though its complex anatomy and legendary reign continue to challenge and inspire our science.